Clarity and calling. We're starting with the foundation so the rest has something to build on. A lot of people try to build direction first. They focus on goals and productivity. All that has value, but it can be really important to slow down a little bit and analyze why stuff has value and who you are becoming in the process. Without self understanding, growth can feel pressured, forced, or out of alignment. Especially these days, people are often more influenced by their cell phone than their Bible. Every person carries internal wiring. For me, I was a super late bloomer, kind of chubby and short relative to my peers, and this shaped much of my high school and early college experience. None of that is random. Scripture shows repeatedly that God can use negative experiences to form positive outcomes. For example, today, those experiences shape my posture towards how I treat and view others from knowing firsthand how it feels to be left out. When someone ignores their wiring, life can move out of alignment. That's why influencer culture is so dangerous. It pressures people to imitate lives they were never designed to live. Ultimately, our deepest alignment comes from being formed to be like Christ. This is where people often get stuck. Confusion can be mistaken for incompetence, but very often the issue is not ability, it's misalignment. God gave everyone a purpose, but if we always seek to follow someone else, it's going to be hard to find it. That's part of why stillness and time with God is so important. Building without self understanding drains momentum over time. Many people feel lost but can't explain why. It's usually not a lack of potential. More often, it's years of living by expectations, paths, or definitions that never quite fit them. I've experienced this firsthand at a time being the party guy, drinking a lot, just because it seemed like the fun thing to do. Over time, I realized to never base my own happiness off what other people appear to find fulfillment in. It's so important to understand what actually drives you. Scripture presents God as intentional. Experience shapes us, but it doesn't fully define us. God's design comes first, and formation builds on that. Scripture says we have different gifts according to the grace given to each of us. Difference isn't a problem to overcome, it's part of design. So some people may be good at mechanical work, some digital. Some people are fighters, some are writers. And no one person is better than another. This is why it's so important to never feel lesser than someone based on money or status. God says, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you." This means God's knowing comes before culture, environment, or expectation. Experiences influence us, but it doesn't originate identity. Throughout this module, we'll return to 6 areas that tend to shape direction over time. These aren't checklists, they're lenses. Each section may not have the same value to each individual, and that's okay. But here, I will teach how God is the foundation of all these areas. Observation and reflection is one of the most underrated forms of growth, spiritually and mentally. Clarity tends to produce direction, direction then brings stability, and stability creates room for growth. The workbook helps move insight into clarity. It helps you distinguish design from environment and map these areas honestly. You don't need perfect answers, just honest ones.